Be to be alive is to be aware. So what we have today is Sunday. I figured this would be kind of fun. Sunday leftovers. So from this prior week, what you have in your refrigerator, take it out. That's not spoiled. That can be eatable, even though it doesn't match. Let's see what we come up with. So I had some beef patties this week. It was 2 for 4, so I have one left over, so I figured I'd take that. And this is also to save you from cooking if you don't want to cook on Sundays. I got some shredded cheese, Mexican shredded cheese, and then I got some crispy onions. And if you know from earlier on my videos, these are the ingredients that I used. But I had some leftover as well, crispy onions. So I got them at this at the dollar store. Because sometimes I don't like using regular onions, so this is just it's the same thing but crunchy. Also, I found some beans that I had, right? And then I had the um pasta leftovers. So I figure I'll put all this together and see what I get. Now, okay, before we start, I have some, of course, some basil leaves and some cilantro here. I washed them out and I dried them in the paper towel. All right. So, with that being said, what I'm going to do is I am going to open this up. And I am going to put the onions, the crispy onions in here, and the cheese in here. And then I'm going to put it in the oven. Okay. Okay. Now, let's see. So I'm going to put some cheese in here. I like cheese a lot, so put cheese in there. And then just going to crunch these up a little bit. And then put them in here. See, because they give it a little, not too much meat, but it's fine. Just crunch it up in there. And then, guys, what I'm going to do, I didn't have the minced garlic. So what did I do? I put garlic. So I put some whole garlics in there, a little bit of water, and a little bit of this cheap butter that I had got before. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit and I'm just going to sprinkle it in here. See, some of them didn't really puree. So that was only one actually. So I just put the garlic in here, right? And just put it right back in here because this could be leftover to for next week's meal, stuff like that as well. Just washing my hands, guys. All right, so now I'm just gonna close this up, put it in here, transfer it in here. Bear with me 1 second, guys. All right, so just gonna put it in there, and I'm just gonna close it up, and then I'm just gonna put the rest of the cheese on the side. So actually, it can help close it up too. And then I'm just gonna add more of this crunchy onion in here. It's gonna be bursting out. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the oven at 400 for about 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do now. And while we're doing that, while that's being done, we're going to work on the drinks that I did earlier. If you watched my drinks, and I said I was coming back. So, um, You know what, guys? I actually forgot to put this in there, so I am going to go and put it in. Right. Put it in. When I open it up, oh, it's hot in there. Oh, here we go. And this people keep sticking to me. Okay, so, oh, real quick, I forgot to put the bay leaves in here, of course, and cilantro. And if you don't have, you can actually use uh, the cilantro and the bay leaves as well. So I like hot, so I'm gonna put a little bit of this in here to make it a little bit hot. Give it some kind of heat. Yeah, I mean heat, all right. Okay, I don't want this to fall apart. So I'm just gonna kind of squish it in there. Actually, I'm just gonna put this in here so just to keep it in place. You know, just to keep it in place. Okay, we're gonna just turn it this way. Yeah, just to keep it in place. Right there. That should be good. And we got it at 400 degrees. I didn't hear, but okay. And then what I'm going to do with these two, I'm just gonna heat them up in the microwave. Not right now when that's almost done, because I'm gonna make a meal out of it. And that way I don't have to throw that away and stuff like that, because there is people dying on the road who are hungry as well. And if you've been with me quite a while, you know that I take a brief moment to just like rinsing this out and wash it up. So like that, I won't have dishes. Ooh, I won't have dishes that's unnecessary dishes on a Sunday, if you know what I'm saying, guys. Now, okay, so we're done rinsing all this out. Gonna get the drinks. Oh no, I just read. Okay, all right. So these are the drinks that we were doing earlier. Uh, let's see which ones. Okay, so here we go. And they're still getting kind of slushy up, you know. All right, guys. So here we have it. Here we have it. I have the mint leaves. Washing them out. Gonna dry them up. Dry them up. I use a lot of paper towels. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So, drying them up. It's okay. So it's fine. It's gonna be a mess anyway. But okay. So I'm just drying these mint leaves up. You know, you can cut them if they're too long. This is why, guys, I always like to have cut them up a little bit, just right there. It's fine. It just depends how long you want them or not. They do smell very good and minty. All right, this just gives it the minty taste to it. That's all this does to it, you know. Right. So then I'll just leave this there for when I use my other knock drinks. Put it in here and just leave them to dry there. And then I'll put them in a container when that's done. Okay, so With that being said, now say if you wanted to use another cup, right? And what we're gonna do is I use this one. So what I'm gonna do is bear with me 1 second. Put the ice on the bottom, right? Push it all the way down. I'm going to break it all up. Because remember, it is a slushy malt drink. And then you put this in there with the pineapple on the side. Froze up, but frozen than nothing, right? Guaranteed to stay. I won't take up this frozen, guys, but it's okay. And it's guaranteed that it will stay. Okay. With it's not. Let's see how it tastes, because I'm kind of curious too. Best. It's so great. It's so good. And then I will take the rest. Put it in there. Don't be afraid. And there you have it. Then I will put it back in the freezer so it can get the mint taste in there. Take this out and put it back in the freezer. I will go ahead and do the same thing. If you don't want a big glass, put the whole thing in there, just as this was. But I will do what I would do differently is I would just put the juice in here. Guess it doesn't matter, see? Get all that juice in there. With some slushy too. And do the same thing. Put it right on the side with your mint leaf so that it can get the flavor of the mint in there. And taste this one. This one tastes the same, but I need room in the cup. I feel this one tastes better than this one. like more fruity. And this one wasn't that fruity like this one. Maybe because in the middle, what was it? But there you go, guys. There you have it. Now we're not done yet. Because this is what we're going to do. We still have time on the beef patty. And what I wanted to do was give the pasta presto a little dazzle, a little, I want it to come to life. Okay? So, what I'm going to do is I am going to get the pesto. Nope, this is not it. What I'm going to do with this, going to heat it up. Going to use a little bit of butter, the G grass-fed butter. Just a little bit, not too much. Just so I can, slip and slide, not too dry, not too wet, And then I'm going to take some of this tomato paste that I used yesterday the day I made that. Not too much. It depends on how you like it. So I like it. I like mine saucy. Some people don't. Some people like this dry. You can even use tomatoes. How you like your spaghetti. And I'm gonna use a little bit of pesto, a little bit, just a little bit, because this is really kind of strong. And then I'm gonna mix it all in here. Mix it all in here. If you don't have butter, you can use olive oil. That's why I'm using the butter, because I ran out of the olive oil as well. And then I'm just gonna start putting this slowly in there. And guys, if you made this recipe and it came out great for you, then please, by all means, leave it in the comments. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little bit of water, just a little bit of water, about like 1/3. Not that much, it's about 1/3, like that even. Just to break up the pasta that's in there, because that's what's going to give it the sauce. Okay? And it's going to basically feed all the ingredients in here. And you see how it's just breaking it up and giving it its own sauce. Right. But if you want to use your own sauce, then you can go ahead and do that instead of using the pesto and the tomato sauce. You can just add your regular sauce that you like. So I'll just let that cook there for about 5 minutes. And I will put this in a bowl. Yeah, even if whatever you have rice, beans, you can reheat that up. Even if you have lasagna, chicken, whatever it is, and it's still good, you could just redo it. Look at that, guys. You hear that? That's just cooking. And you don't want to cook it for too long, because I don't want the noodles to be all gushy. Right. Just make sure that it's not burned. Make sure it's just cooked right. Yeah, because the noodles, when they too slushy, they can't eat it. It gets all oogie. I don't like that. Just enough to Give it that. Let's see how it tastes now. It tastes great. Mm-hmm. Take it off. Put it in this bowl. Right there. See how everything comes off, even if you use olive oil or that butter? Right. Just a little tiny bit, or even the spray too. It just depends how you like your. Right. So we're gonna go ahead and rinse this off. And then what we're gonna do with that, we're gonna unplug this. So we're done with this, and then we're gonna just wrap this up. Wrap that up so it can stay nice and warm, and make sure it's aluminum because aluminum just makes things hot. Stay hot. Also, what I do, I put one on the bottom so that the heat can go all around. You know what I mean? So the heat circulates. And even if I put a third one, it would just stay all even at the same time. It won't get cold as fast as you know it would. That's why I like using these little wrap things that comes already out. So we're going to put this on the side. And in a few minutes, we're going to see how the beef patty is coming out. Okay. And guys, if you want, oh, already told you. If you want to make a note of that, and you are following the instructions and stuff that way, just let me know how it comes out for you as it'll come out for me. Okay. So recap. The slushies, you leave them in and out like as how you would like your slushies. If you like them frozen, then that's great. If you like them slushy, that's good too. As long as the way you like it, the way it is for you, then it's great. And if you want to add a little bit of ginger, that's good too. It gives it a little zing to that. So with that all being said, we're going to go ahead and see how this patty came out. Okay. Bear with me. I usually have a thing that comes sound like pudding, but we're good, we're fine. All right, let's see how this came out to me. Turn this off hot right here. Ooh. And we're going, it's pretty hot. Pretty good. So we're going to just, hot. Okay, let's just pour water over here. Steamy, hot kitchen today. All right, so that's done. All right, guys, so we're going to see how this turned out to be. Okay, it's very hot. I could say that. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Oh my God, that smells good. It smells garlicky. I smell the cilantro. It's just packed in there. Let's see how the other side came out. Just really interesting. So you could add anything in there as well. Hot sauce, whatever it is you want. I love hot sauce. So yeah, so for me, I think I'm going to put it back in there like this, open, so that the cheese could really melt in there. What do you think, guys? I think I'm going to do that for like 5, not too much, And this can get a little bit crispy as well too. It depends how you like it. I like it just a little bit crispy, not that much. Now we're gonna go ahead and put this back in there and see how it all came out to be. Whoa. Well, I call myself. Well, we're going to use this again back in here, open and see, like I said, how this will go in here. Okay. So, different facts. Leftovers is a good thing, depending on what you had during the week. Now, if you had chicken, mashed potatoes, bread, spaghettis, too much. If you had spaghettis or potatoes, don't eat the bread. You got to get rid of something. You know what I mean? Or you can have a little bit of it, not too much of it. Also, um, like I said, it just depends on what is, but keep it healthy, because you can always add stuff to it. You can always, this is the mint leaves. You can always add things to it, redo them, make it great, and make it good again. So, it doesn't taste watery or nothing. It just tastes like juice and it's good. And actually, guys, the juices, you can make your own juice. You don't have to go to the store. And it's very easy. And it's not going to cost you $4 to make your own juice either. It want to take you a couple of dollars, but not the whole thing. The whole, like, $4 for a juice and stuff that way. It's actually going to save you money. So we're going to go ahead and take everything out and see what the Sunday dinner looks like. The leftover Sunday dinner. Because I just took Sun's kind of off. Get me ready for the week. As you would as well. So let's go take a new one. So here we have it, guys. Let's have it. Let's see. Okay, I guess it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so let's take this out. The oven. And I'm sure it's very cheesy inside. Let's cut it and see what's happening in here. Okay. Okay, yep. We want to get it, but all right. So so that's what we have here, and let's kind of cut it up. See where we're at. Okay, guys. Because you can cut it, slice it up, eat it like that. You can do it however you want, but I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do it. For me, how I'm gonna eat this up and put all of it all together for one simple meal leftover. It's amazing on what you can find leftover and put it all together and be like, wow, I never thought this tastes like this and this tastes like that. All right. Got that crunch. It tastes good. I would put hot sauce on mine. Okay, so all together, okay, eat that like that. I can open this up and just spread everything, right? Because this is one way to eat it. This is another way to eat it by itself. And I'm going to show you this other way to eat it as well too. So, and of course, you know, beans are always good, especially Spanish beans. All that favorite black in there, all that in there. I have put ginger, all those good. You can put the potatoes if you want, but I don't really want the potatoes in there. I want this is I just want to spread this out. Spread it out. It's like basically like a taco with beans, basically, you know. And I would smother it up. You don't have to do it like this. I just love my beans. If you want the potatoes, you can just put the potatoes on the side so it won't go to waste, you know. Right. And there you go with the ginger taste. It's just fabulous, guys. I'm glad that I thought about this today because, you know, I go through my own stuff. People, you know, nowadays we can't cook 3 times a meal a day as well. Yeah, like that. Then you can just cut it up. You can cut it up. Mmm, it's really good. Wow, I'm really surprised. Mmm, wow, I never had that, guys, ever in my life. This is really good. Actually, I'm not even exaggerating. And then what I would do, I would unwrap the pasta, which is still hot in there, and I would just put a little bit, guys, in here. And if I want more, I can just get it. You know, either this with this, you know, like that. You could eat this by itself, 2 meals, like that. Or you could just eat this now, this for later. However you want it. You are your own mouth boss. You control what goes in your mouth. And so we can finish everything off. Here we go with presenting you with the pineapple. Blackberry mocktail drink with Sunday's left over. And I can taste the chives, the peppers, the chives, these that I put in there. To die for, guys. To die for. And there you have it. Thank you so much. Please subscribe, share, and like. I thank you so much, and I do appreciate you guys very much. Thank you. Any questions? You can put it down in the comments. You can share it. If you did this, let me know how it works for you. And I always say, if you like a little zinc to your food, you can always just drop a lemonade in there and you'll be good to go. Or whatever you like. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you. Please click the link, subscribe, share, and like. Thank you so much, and you have a beautiful, wonderful day. There you have it. Good night.